Al Capone's legacy was that he corrupted Chicago. Marijuana's legacy is that it will corrupt California, and it's doing it now.
Retired Los Angeles Sheriff Sergeant Richard Valdemar is gravely concerned about the legalized marijuana movement in California. He shared with us a terrifying situation that's confronting someone who thought growing marijuana was a harmless activity.
I got a call earlier this month from a person who was identified himself as an industrial marijuana grower.
His fame drew the attention of one of the drug cartels.
El Gallo suggested that he work with him, making a lot more money working for one of the cartels from Mexico. He soon found out these cartel members were inclined to work them like slaves, that they rarely paid anybody, all the time holding them basically captives, indentured servants, to work on the farm. Eventually, someone stole some plants from this crop, and he found Winnie, the guy I'm talking about, found out that he was the one being accused of stealing the crop. And so he realized that he was in a position that might even cost him his life. And so he stole some plants and he made a run for the northern border of California. Unfortunately, he was stopped by the police before he got there, and he was arrested for possession of these plants and taken into custody.
Winnie threw himself on the mercy of the local police, explaining the threat posed by the disgruntled drug cartels.
The whole state is now being taken over by these cartel-run marijuana industrial-sized farms.
Sergeant Valdemar has some very convincing arguments against legalizing marijuana.
One of the arguments against prohibition in the 20s and 30s was, you know, it really doesn't stop anybody from drinking. They're going to use anyway. We can tax it and regulate it, and, you know, it'll be safer, and it takes the money out of the hands of Al Capone, who is charging money for the sale of beer. And if we legalize beer, then, of course, we're going to do away with organized crime. And how foolish that was. Same thing in California. You legalize marijuana, you have forces vying for the control of that drug and the profits, the huge profits that makes, and then you also corrupt the system.
I'm Leslie Dutton. Thank you.
To respond to this question or comment on this program, please call 800-867-7777 or visit fulldisclosure.net. Transcripts or DVD copies